Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive.
From AI-inspired insights from farmers.
If you're enjoying what we're doing here, we'd love to hear from you too.
Absolutely.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and definitely leave a comment telling us what you want to see more of on this deep dive.
We're always looking for new ideas, and we really value your feedback.
So what farm-related mysteries are you dying to uncover?
Right.
What questions are keeping you up at night? Let us know, and maybe we'll tackle them in a future deep dive. Today,
Okay, so you're thinking about maybe starting a farm, or at least the idea is kind of, taking root. But while it's appealing, you're probably also thinking about wildfires and how they're becoming a really big problem.
definitely a growing concern.
So what can we do? Well, in this deep dive, we're going to explore how some pretty amazing technology is transforming how we manage these fires.
Absolutely, and we're going to focus on how all this can help people who are into agriculture.
Exactly. And to do this, we've been looking at a bunch of reports about AI and sensors and drones, all this really cool stuff that's being used to prevent and fight these massive fires.
Right, we want to kind of break it all down and help you understand how this tech can actually protect your farm, whether you're just starting out or you've been doing it for a while.
Exactly. And, as a little bonus, we'll also touch on how all of this is changing emergency response in general, which is pretty fascinating stuff.
For sure.
So let's start with the first and arguably most important step, spotting a fire right when it starts. Traditionally, we've relied on people in watchtowers or, patrols on the ground to spot these things.
Right.
But when a fire breaks out, every second counts, and these old methods, they can be pretty slow.
Yeah, they can.
And this is where these AI-powered drones are stepping in, and honestly, they're kind of changing the game when it comes to early detection.
They really are. It's not just about having a camera in the sky anymore.
Right.
They're actually able to go out and search for fires, map out where they're burning, see how much damage they've caused, and then keep an eye on how things are developing, all in real time.
Wow, so they're like these, tireless little scouts constantly feeding back crucial information.
Exactly. They're like having a whole team of eyes in the sky.
And it's not just about what they see, right? They're also gathering tons of data.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They use all these fancy sensors and cameras to tell us how big a fire is its exact location, even how intense it's burning. All of that in real time.
It's a game changer in terms of making informed decisions about how to fight these fires.
It really is. So we can deploy these drones to watch over huge areas 24/7.
Yeah, and they use both optical sensors, kind of like our eyes, and infrared, which can see heat even through smoke.
Which is huge when you're dealing with, a raging fire.
Yeah, that infrared is especially useful because it can see those heat signatures even in the dark, which obviously you can't do with just your eyes.
Right, so they're not limited by things like nighttime, which is when a lot of fires can really get out of control.
Absolutely, and you can send them into these super remote areas, places that would be really tough or dangerous for people to get to.
Right, like those spots deep in the wilderness where fires often start.
Exactly, or like you said, those areas where you have homes and stuff built right next to forests, those places are really vulnerable too.
Yeah, definitely. So these drones, they can even spot the tiniest wisps of smoke.
Oh yeah, stuff that we wouldn't even be able to see with the naked eye.
Which is crucial, right? Because catching a fire early can make all the difference.
Absolutely, early detection is key.
But how do they know the difference between, a wildfire and just like a fog bank or something?
That's where the AI kicks in. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Right.
We train these AI systems on huge amounts of data so they can tell the difference between a real fire and what we call environmental noise stuff like fog, industrial emissions, dust storms even.
So it's like teaching a computer to recognize the fingerprints of a wildfire.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And once the AI confirms there's a fire, things move really fast.
Okay.
The system sends out alerts immediately to the fire department, local officials, anyone who needs to know. And these alerts have everything the GPS coordinates, live video from the drone, even an estimate of how serious the fire is.
So they can get a jump on fighting it much faster.
Exact. No more waiting for someone to call it in or for a patrol to stumble across it.
But we're talking about a seriously fast response here, right? I read about this system called Smoked-Key, which can detect smoke up to 10 miles away and send an alert in just 10 minutes.
10 miles. Wow, that's a lot of ground covered.
I know. In 10 minutes, that's incredible. Think about what you could do on your farm with a 10-minute heads up.
That could be the difference between saving your crops and losing everything.
Exactly. And this isn't just theory either. We've seen this stuff work in the real world.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like during the Dixie Fire, CAL Fire used drones to map the whole fire zone, pinpoint hotspots, and figure out how much damage had been done.
Right, and remember the Black Summer bushfires in Australia?
Oh, yeah, those were devastating.
They use drones for all sorts of things. They're dropping water on hard-to-reach areas, checking out the damage, even helping with search and rescue.
Wow, so they really played a big role in that whole disaster response.
They did, and another example is Fire Mapper in Israel during the Carmel forest fire. They use drones for mapping hotspots, damage assessment, all the essentials.
So it's clear that this technology is making a real difference in how we manage these fires.
It is, and one of the most important things is this shift towards using data to make decisions.
Right. Instead of just reacting blindly, we can be much more strategic.
Exactly. And drones are great at collecting that data. They can tell us the temperature, humidity, wind speed, all kinds of stuff about what's happening on the ground, and then the AI steps in to analyze all that information and find patterns.
So we can figure out where the fire is likely to spread and how to best fight it.
Right. It's like having a super smart advisor helping you plan your next move.
And they can create these real-time maps that show you exactly where the fire's going.
Yeah, those dynamic fire maps are super useful for knowing where to focus your efforts.
Makes sense. So now let's talk about something even more advanced, predicting where these fires might start and how they might spread.
Okay, so moving from reacting to an active fire to trying to anticipate what might happen in the future.
Right, this is where these predictive algorithms come in, which are super important for protecting farmland and, the whole environment.
They are. And they work by crunching massive amounts of data from satellites, weather stations, historical fire records, you name it. They look for all the conditions that make an area more likely to catch fire.
Like having a ton of dry brush or strong winds.
Exactly. Those are some of the big ones. And then there's soil moisture, weather forecasts, all kinds of things they factor in.
So it's kind of like a supercharged weather forecast, but for fire risk?
Yeah, it's a good analogy. And some of these models are getting really good at predicting where fires might start.
I heard some can pinpoint hotspots with up to 90% accuracy, which is amazing.
That's incredibly accurate, which means you can start taking precautions well in advance.
Right, you could clear brush, set up sprinkler systems, all sorts of things to protect your property.
Exactly. Preparation is key. And the research on this stuff is constantly improving.
It is. At USC, they've developed this AI model called CWGAN. It's a mouthful, I know.
Yeah, that stands for Conditional Wasserstein Generative Adversarial Network. It's a pretty complex system.
I'll take your word for it. So what does this CWGAN do?
It analyzes things like weather patterns, the types of plants and trees in an area, and the terrain itself to figure out where a fire might spread if it starts.
So it looks at how all these factors interact to basically predict the path of a fire.
Exactly. It's like a fire simulator, but powered by AI.
Pretty wild. And it's not just academics working on this. There are organizations like Vibrant Planet Data Commons that are using AI to make tools that help communities plan for fires and recover after they happen.
Right. So it's not just about predicting fires. It's about helping people prepare for them and deal with the aftermath.
It's about building resilience in communities.
Exactly. And we can't forget about the importance of testing and validating these predictive models. They have to be accurate and reliable.
Of course, we're talking about people's lives and livelihoods here.
Right. So they need to be put through the ringer using historical data and simulations to make sure they're up to the task.
And it's great to see big companies like IBM getting involved. They're working with NASA to develop these super sophisticated models that can map out past fires and pinpoint the conditions that lead to new ones.
Yeah, that kind of collaboration is essential for tackling a problem this big.
Absolutely. So now let's talk about how all of this connects to protecting your farm.
Okay, so we've talked about early detection and prediction. Now, let's bring it home to the farm.
Right, because at the end of the day, that's what matters most to our listeners.
Exactly. So those early warnings we talked about, they give you time to take action to protect your animals, your crops, your buildings.
It's like having a heads up that a storm's coming so you can batten down the hatches.
Yeah, exactly. And with that early warning, you can do things like move your livestock to a safer pasture, make sure you have plenty of water on hand, clear brush away from your buildings, all those things that can make a big difference.
And the AI can help firefighters figure out where to send their crews and equipment.
Absolutely. By predicting where the fire is likely to spread, they can focus on protecting the areas that are most at risk, like farms and rural communities.
It's all about making the best use of limited resources.
Exactly. And drones can actually help fight the fires too, not just spot them.
Oh, right. They can drop water or fire retardant on those hard-to-reach spots?
Yeah, places where it would be tough for firefighters to get to quickly.
Which could be crucial for protecting the edges of your farm.
Absolutely. And then there are these geospatial systems that can create detailed risk maps showing which areas are most vulnerable to fire based on the vegetation and the terrain.
So you can get a really clear picture of the fire risk around your property.
Precisely. And that information can help you make smart decisions about where to build, where to plant, things like that.
And I think it's really interesting how some of these newer technologies are being combined with older traditional practices.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, I read about this company, Fireswarm Solutions, and they're actually incorporating cultural burns into their approach.
Controlled burns,
Yeah,
like the ones indigenous communities have been doing for centuries.
exactly. It turns out that when done properly, these controlled burns can really reduce the amount of fuel available for a wildfire.
Which makes a lot of sense. If there's less stuff to burn, the fire won't be as big or as intense.
Right. And that can help protect farms and the surrounding landscape.
So it's about combining ancient wisdom with modern technology.
I like that. And sustainable land management is important too, like thinning out forests around farms to create these buffer zones.
Yeah, those fuel breaks can be really effective at slowing down a fire.
And then there's the whole world of the Internet of Things and sensors.
Oh yeah, those are changing everything.
I know for farmers, they can be really useful for getting early warnings about fire risks near their property.
How so?
Well, they can monitor things like temperature, humidity, and air quality. And if they detect changes that could indicate a fire, they can send out an alert.
So it's like having a network of tiny little fire alarms all around your farm.
Exactly. And that early warning could give you the time you need to react and protect your farm.
It can make all the difference. And all of these technologies we've been talking about, they're not just working separately.
Right, it's all coming together.
Exactly. They're becoming part of this interconnected network, this system for managing wildfires that's more effective than anything we've had before.
That's like a multi-layered defense system.
That's a great way to think about it. You have satellites up above watching the big picture. Then you have drones zooming in on specific areas. And then you have sensors on the ground sniffing out the first signs of trouble.
And it's all connected and coordinated?
Exactly. And each layer plays a crucial role.
Like those gas sensors you mentioned earlier, the ones from Dryad networks.
Right. Those are incredible. They can detect the gases released by a fire even before there's any visible smoke.
So they can sense a fire starting at the molecular level.
It's mind-blowing, right?
Right.
And they're connected to the internet so they can send out alerts instantly.
Wow. So for farmers, that could mean getting an extra few minutes to react, which could be life-saving.
Absolutely. And when you combine that data from the gas sensors with the information from satellites and drones, and then you throw AI into the mix, you get some really powerful predictive capabilities.
You can start to see where the fire is going to go and how to best fight it before it even gets out of control.
Exactly. And that's essential for protecting farms and communities.
And we can't forget about the potential for AI to monitor power lines.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Power lines are a major cause of wildfires, especially in rural areas.
I know. And with AI, we can detect things like overheating or sparking before they turn into a full-blown fire.
Right, which could have prevented tragedies like the campfire.
Exactly. So we've got all these incredible technologies, but it's important to remember that they're just part of the solution.
Right. Technology alone isn't enough.
We need good policies and an engaged community to really make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got to be a team effort.
So for anyone out there thinking about farming or already running a farm, all of this is incredibly promising.
It really is. These advancements are changing the game when it comes to wildfire management.
And it makes you wonder what else this technology could be used for.
Yeah, it's not just about wildfires, is it?
Right. All of this stuff, this early detection, prediction networking, it could revolutionize how we respond to all kinds of emergencies.
Absolutely. Imagine having real-time data on floods or storms so you could send help exactly where it's needed most.
And those predictive algorithms, they could be used to forecast the path of a hurricane or a tornado.
Right, which would give people time to prepare and evacuate.
And drones, they're already being used for search and rescue after earthquakes and other disasters.
They're so versatile and they can get into places that would be too dangerous for people.
And the way all this technology is connected, it could improve communication between all the different agencies that respond to emergencies.
Which is essential for a coordinated and effective response.
So really what we're talking about here is building a more resilient future.
Exactly. A future where we're better prepared for whatever comes our way.
And that's good news for everyone, especially those of us who depend on agriculture.
So let's recap what we've learned today. You now have a better understanding of how drones, AI, and networked systems are being used to manage wildfires, and how all of this can help protect farms and livelihoods.
We talked about how early detection gives you time to react, how data can help us make smarter decisions, and how targeted strategies can reduce the risk of wildfires.
We also touched on the importance of community involvement and smart policies.
And we explored how all of this technology could change how we respond to other types of emergencies.
It's a really exciting time to be involved in this field. There's so much potential for the future.
Absolutely. So as you continue on your farming journey, or even just your journey of learning about agriculture, keep exploring these technologies and think about how they might impact your own farm or community.
There's always something new to discover, and the possibilities are truly endless.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's been a real pleasure exploring this topic with you.
Likewise, thanks for having me.
And to all our listeners, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in agriculture.
Hitting that like button and smash that subscribe.